Hello, everybody. This is Christian Morgan with the George Orwell Show, coming at you live with 4 degrees right now in my home city, and oh my effing lord, I have heard some stories about Glenn Kirshner. I've heard how Democrats are doing. I've heard how Republicans are doing, and there's this weird split that you got a four-section split between the two parties. You got four separate factions that are slowly coming together in the middle because you got your separate on the right and the alt right and the alt left, and you got that that cohort in the middle. And I find myself in the middle as a Reagan conservative. A Reagan conservative in my because I grew up in that era. That era to me was you put in the hard work, you did things every day, you made sure you got up on time, etc. You made your bed. I mean, all the different little things that we were taught as kids. At least I was taught as a child. And now I look back after my 42 years, I don't even make my bed anymore. I'll be straight up honest with you. If it wasn't for certain issues of my life, I wouldn't be here today. Certain twists and turns. And that's why I kind of opened up a forum of sorts. And I'm thinking I'm going to do this like once a month, where I do a forum sitting from my recliner. Yeah, some people say, well, you sound like you're drunk or you're high. Well, I wish I was. But that's a whole nother rant for another day. What I do know is this. I see these guys doing this on a consistent basis, and yes, I do some rifting of sorts. And like I said, I usually use Brown News or Google News, etc., for their stories, and their stories are very useful. You got the Ukraine-Russian war, the Ukraine war. Russian and U.S. officials meet Saudi Arabia for peace talks without Kyiv. That's kind of interesting, in my opinion. That that we're meeting with the Russians, but we're not including Kyiv. Why? Why are we not including Kyiv? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Crowds gather outside Carson City against Trump, Musk on President's Day with you heard the trope going around. Musk is President Musk and the First Lady, but I don't buy that. It's still President Trump to people. President Trump is the one that runs this country, but it's Musk that's the financial know-how. Delta jet flipped upside down on a snowy Toronto runway, and all 80 aboard survived. Despite the crash happening, that is a miracle. So it's kind of like a miracle on the Hudson, in my opinion. It is a miracle on the Hudson, but for Canada. That's what I liken this to. And I got to give shots to the pilot. Kind of weird way to do it, but hey, it works. Now we move down to the southern state, to your southern neighbors from Canada. There's a Pella City Council to discuss proposed maximum levy Tuesday. Oskaloosa, we're going to the local. Think spring pellet tulip time is on its way. For those of you who go to pellet tulip time. Tomorrow, village struggles with police protection costs. As other Mahaska County towns nail down how they will provide police protection for residents in the coming fiscal year, Toronto Village is, again, I believe I'm kind of in that village, but I hope not. But we'll figure that out. 38 annual sweet corn serenade for call for vendor applicants if you're in the Oskaloosa area. Got Mahaska County Radiological Team producing state-of-the-art CT scanner. Well, I guess it's like first, it's a city of first. Except, and Oskaloosa qualifies for state wrestling. Let's go. Let's go to the U.S. Delta, you got the Delta One. You got leader of a cult-like group linked to multiple killings is arrested in Maryland. Okay, that's something interesting. Then you got Ukraine invited to its own peace talks. History is full of such examples. Here are the results of devastating 9 hours ago. I didn't know that. What do we know about the Kentucky floods here in the U.S.? Thousands rally against Trump in nationwide, not my presidency. Come on, guys. If you want to protest the president, don't do it on President's Day. Let him have his day and just leave it alone. That's just my opinion. Of course, I'm just one voice crying against that. The next big immigration test for House Democrats. Well, you kind of neutered yourself when you didn't stop him at the beginning with USAID. You kind of neutered yourself. So it's on you Democrats now. If you want to continue neutering yourself, then go for it. You're seeing a hostile takeover of coup. And I'm at the stage where this makes perfect sense, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. New York City government says meeting with key leaders amid Mayor Eric Adams fallout. Now, I've heard some things about this, and oh my effing Lord. Oh my effing Lord. That has to end now, in my opinion. That has to end. Either convict the SOB or don't. But it's a quid pro quo. So either you convict the SOB or you don't. And if he's guilty of it, nail him to the wall. Then Trump begins firings of FAA air traffic control steps this weeks after fatal DC plane crash. Again, very, very interesting in my opinion. Yes, and by the way, just a bit of housekeeping: like, share, subscribe, and click the bell notification so you can get some of my newer videos and when I come out for live streams. So that way, you know that yes, I have an erratic schedule, but just bear with me because I'm still stumbling my way through this like a drunken sailor. White House says Musk is not DOGE employee, has no authority to make decisions. And just for those of you in the back, DOGE has no decision. They are a commission. A commission. They have no authority with the federal government. So that speaking to my elected leaders, if they happen to see this video, you can take Musk to jail, and you would not lose an ounce of sleep. But do you have the moral and literal courage to do it? I think so. Man drives at over 700 miles an hour to set fire to home of man talking with his ex-girlfriend. Oh, God, really? Well, you know what? It is what it is on that. Trump administration fires thousands for performance without evidence in messy Russia. Yeah, slash and burn right through the federal government, and nobody cares. U.S. Department of Education cuts over $6 million in diverse teacher training grants. Now, I do believe to a certain degree in diversity and inclusion and equity, etc. But in the one respect, you have to do it right where it includes everybody, not everybody else but the white kids. You have to include the white kids too, because they are a part of that deal. Trump fires thousands in U.S. parks, forestry service. Now we need those people because they keep the our service street, our forest service street going. We need those people. Minneapolis, St. Paul schools canceled classes due to dangerous cold temperatures. Yes, it is very cold, literally cold where I'm at currently. And I'm in Iowa, so it's not that far away. I'm sure how bad it is up there in Canada. Body matching description of missing University of Colorado student found in hard to reach terrain. Wow. What is up with these people who want to take bodies into hard to reach terrain? Democrats quietly prepare for a Trump constitutional crisis. Well, they ain't outwardly saying it, they're saying it quietly. We don't know what to do. We never had this before in 200 plus years of our stuff. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, it just really is interesting. Listen, I'm going to go for now, and you guys have a great day, and I hope you learned something.